everybody, this is Kevin from the RCS Office of E-Learning, bringing you this week's Canvas A to Z. We are working on the letter B this week. We're going to talk about blended assignments, blogging, and badging. So we're going to get started with blended assignments, and what we're really talking about here is it's an assignment that is not completed within Canvas. So it's not a file upload, it's not a third-party LTI, it's not a quiz, it's an assignment that's done externally. So what might this be an example of? Maybe a speech or a presentation or a comprehensive model or something else that there's a physical product that's not actually turned in through Canvas, but you are going to evaluate. There's a benefit to actually utilizing Canvas to do the scoring and feedback. And this is an example of, an oral presentation where students are going to be given the steps in completing a process of their choosing. For this, I've created a rubric that I'm going to use to evaluate this particular product, this particular assignment that they're going to present to me. So this oral presentation rubric, I would simply choose where the student lies. I would go ahead and save that. I can see that there are, they got 4 out of 4 points on this. I put my 4 in there. If I wanted to give comments, which we highly recommend doing because kids will do more with the comments that we're giving them in the form of feedback. You can give a text comment if you think your kids will read it, but we would recommend utilizing the video and audio comments as well, because that's going to maybe entice your students to actually attend to the feedback that you're giving them. So other benefits are, once you submit this, it's going to go in the Canvas gradebook. You can sync it with your PowerSchool gradebook. You're not going to be transposing grades from a paper rubric to a gradebook into PowerSchool. It's all really done within the same process. So the second B we're going to be talking about is blogging. We have a lot of teachers that contact us looking for blogging solutions for our students, and the reality is there's a lot of blogging sites that are great, but they require you to have accounts, and you have to be 13 or in some cases 18. Because of some of the federal regulations about internet privacy and child protection, a lot of these are just off limits to us here at school. But we do have a couple of solutions, one of which is in Office 365, but there is a solution within Canvas that would allow you and your students to create your own blog sites. This video won't really walk you through the process, but we just want to use this to entice you. If you are looking for an opportunity to give your kids a digital space to voice their thoughts or to reflect on what they're reading or doing, whether it's projects or books that they're reading, this is a great option. It's actually embedded within the ePortfolios tool. And just reach out to our office and we'd love to give you and your students some support. So really it's going to take the form of any other blog. You're going to have text, you can insert images, even put links. And you can make this private so that only the student can see it, or they can make it public. It's shareable through a link where they can actually provide that link to you and to the other classmates to be able to allow them to read. You can also turn the ability to comment on and off, so that if they did want to receive comments from peers, they could regulate that as well. So blogging, it's a really great vehicle for students to communicate what they're thinking. The third B we're going to talk about is badges. Badges can be used in a variety of ways, but the biggest is it motivates. It motivates kids, it motivates adults. It gives them that sense of completion and a sense of competitiveness. For example, these are badges that I've completed, and they're on my profile. I can certainly share this with people if I want them to see what I've completed. But it's essentially a part of a module. So if you aren't familiar with modules yet, this might be a little bit advanced, but you'll add it as the last element in a module, and you can set the requirements. So if a student completes all of the parts of the module, they'll get a badge. If they complete them with a certain percentage, so if you're going to indicate mastery 80%, once they do that, they'll receive the badge. Or you can say just mark all the elements complete, they'll receive the badge. So you have a lot of control over what that looks like. But at the end of the day, what it does is it rewards the students with a badge that becomes part of their profile within Canvas. It's just that little extra layer of satisfaction that they've completed a task. So our B's this week, the blended assignments, blogging, badging. If you have questions about these or any other topics within Canvas, we encourage you to reach out to us. Here's our names, Twitter handles, and email addresses. Join us on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Follow hashtag RCSELearn. We'll be discussing a number of topics that are relevant to you and 21st century learning. Until next week, this is Kevin from the Office of E-Learning. Have a good day.